It is Wednesday. And we are on the Wind Horse. So, I forgot to plug in the Mac Fox last night and charge it. So this bike was fully charged, but I rode 5 miles on it the other night and I didn't charge it. So here we go. So hopefully this bike makes it. It's about 7:20. We can pedal. This is the first time I've been able to really pedal on the Wind Horse. Pretty dangerous though still. The front shock is really bad and it's bent, the front fork. And the brakes are bent. But they still kind of work. And the motor sounds like it's going to do exactly what the electric did. It's just going to shred, but not in a good way. And the battery also is I think the cells are done. Lost probably several hundred watts we've lost, but these guys have been out of monsters. I wonder if they got more. All right. All right. doggy. Last seen in Anaheim. So that dog Sunny, those posters are up everywhere. It's even down all the way down to like Hart Park. Somebody lost their 9-year-old Chihuahua. That's so sad, man. Like, they lost it in Anaheim and they're putting posters up down here. Maybe they were in the neighborhood over here and lost it, I don't know. But I've seen them all the way over to Hart Park. But like, I don't know. Like, it just shows you like how much people love their animals. That's a sad thing. But I've heard that all dogs go to heaven, so hopefully that's true. So we had one time when I was growing up, I had these friends that were pretty well off. They lived way out in the orange groves. They owned tons of orange groves. They owned like a chemical business for agriculture, like fertilizers and stuff like that. But they had a bunch of cats, and their cats were huge, like beasts. They're like just oversized cats, and they were outside cats. Every once in a while, I mean, they would go inside, but the dad hated the cats, and they had one cat that their dad was threatening to shoot. His name was Tom, and they're like, they were upset, you know. So there was two boys. One boy was my age, and the other boy was just a couple years younger than us. I don't know how old I was at the time, like 10, maybe 10. And we were a totally different type of family. We were way different than this family. They were like, we were on the other end of the spectrum, you know. You know, they had the nice cars, the 2-story house that they had built themselves, and it's not really relevant, but it kind of is. We had cars that were always breaking down. Our house wasn't, quite so nice, and we didn't go to church, that kind of stuff. But and we ran amok, But anyway, so I told them, we'll take your cat, you know what I mean? Like, we have space for your giant Tomcat. So so we took the giant Tomcat, and whose name was Tom. And so I don't know, miles away we lived. I would say at least we lived at least 5 miles away. And that cat was familiar with me. It wasn't afraid of me. Like, it was a good cat, so we brought Tom to our house, and I don't know how soon it was, but he ended up running away, He got out and ran away. And a few days later, one of them I don't remember how the communication happened. Like, I don't know if they called me or I went over to their house. But a few days later, Tom showed up at their house. So this cat traveled 5 miles from my house, through the country, through orange groves, through olive groves. Just amazing. This cat found its way back to their house. So they kept it. Obviously they kept it. They're like, they were shocked. Even the dad was shocked. Like, this is a badass cat, I mean, I've heard, like, you know, dogs maybe doing that. But how the hell was that cat able to navigate all the way back to their home? It has to be some kind of psi connection. I mean, it can still be like biological, but I mean, I think there's something in us that connects us to the people we love. And animals, you know, aren't any different. You know, they have this internal, you know, signaling system, some kind of a, you know, we have these, some kind of signaling system in our bodies, you know, where it could sense the ping of its love 5 miles away and use that as its guide to be reunited with the family that it loved. Pretty amazing. Come on, wind horse. So I really need to step it up. This channel's doing worse and worse. So I got the recompensated for this bike, which is awesome. That came in this morning. Oh, look at this Volkswagen. Man, so nice. Look at that. Let's go this way. But of course, my bank was overdrawn. Well, it was overdrawn like $700 in my bank, but then one of the things fell off, so we were still withdrawn $400, and then this came in, so at least I had a $400 payment I had to make, so at least that went through. But it was just a payment I hadn't budgeted because I was negotiating with these people to make the payment at the end of the month, but oh well. So we're already on the replacement e-bike money. We're already $400 short, which is substantial. it's substantial. So I don't know, dude. This happens every time we get money, and we're gonna get something like extra, like a bike. It's just, you just get freaking wiped out, man. So I don't know, we'll see. It's like we could still do it, but it's just like, it doesn't feel right. It feels like, as important as it is, I feel like living outside of my means somewhat. We'll see what happens. And I didn't realize it that, so yesterday's video I was talking about the eBike 2.0, the Mars 2.0, and which I still want to get, but they have a 3.0 too. That's a few $100s more, so it has that rear shock with that linkage system that all the bikes have now. It's pretty nice, but we'll see. I think there's an alley back here. Let's go check this out. Can you guys see it? Halloween, y'all. Pretty cool. Lots of traffic. It's because there's a school right here. It's exceptionally dangerous. Alright, we need a trash can. Recyclables. All right, let's go. So we have a suspension seat post. We have a rear shock and a front shock. But the Mac Fox is a much smoother ride than this one. Turn on that light. Let's navigate. Coming in hot through the parking structure. Oh. Massive parking structure. We got security. shield right here. Emergency room right here. All right, people. Yeah, we got all red lights in every direction. What's going on? We're trapped. We're trapped. I'm trapped. What did I do to deserve this? Trapped. I'm trapped. So this is hard to navigate right here, but we'll see if we can go into this parking garage. Is it an armature, or can you just go in? Let's see. You can't cut in. There's no way. I have to go into the pedestrian route. Let's see. This way. Oh yeah, there's no way out on this side. Visitor parking. Wow, this is like let's check out these bikes. This is the new, let's go through here. So this is chalk, right? So this is a children's hospital. So I am definitely keeping that in mind. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just really want to check it out. It's brand new, so. gotta coming through here with prayers. Coming through here with prayers, y'all. Howdy. Go. Gonna get me ran over. All right, so the stability of this bike is still severely compromised. So the thoughts of it, something breaking or falling apart while I'm in the street is still a little daunting. So I can't just go full speed out of this, like I used to prior to getting crushed. Oh, I think we can go. These cars are going to be turning. I don't see anybody right here. Did not sound good. So right now, if I try to go max speed, I'm only gonna go probably 23 on this, whereas I used to go 28, 26 to 28, depending on the charge. Like if this bike was fully charged, I should be able to go 28, but it's just not. I'm pretty sure it's the battery. I don't know, we could still put some miles on this bike, I guess. It's just probably not the best idea to ride it. It's 6,219. So my overall assessment of the bike is it's a good bike, the Windhorse. I mean, if you think about, you go back and watch all my videos from when I got this last November and times every wind horse video by 2, because I only publish one a day and I ride it twice. And you see the type of terrain I ride on. I mean, it's bumpy and it's brutal. I rode it several times in the rain. These bikes get abused. That's just the way it goes. Like, if I was just a casual rider and rode this, just went out and rode the wind horse on the weekend, it would last a very long time. It would last, an average person that just rides on the weekends probably several years, I mean, even if you're going on long rides on the weekend, like I average, 130 miles a week. Sometimes more, sometimes 150. Usually not too much less. 25 times 20, 100. Yeah, sometimes maybe 120 miles. 120 to 150 miles a week for however many months, One accident. I swore I saw a person walk by. Brakes work. It's already 8 o'clock. Oh shoot. Let's cut back to Sycamore. There we go, a leaf blower. I gotta check my Teams. I didn't realize I'm not logged in. I had to change my password yesterday, so I got logged off of everything at work, which isn't good. Lots of, oh my God, these people, dude. What is it, dude? What is it about drivers, and why do they have to just be crazy? All right, so we're on Sycamore heading through Santa Ana. Food trucks are getting lined up. La Cascada. Already losing a lot of power on the wind horse. Do they see me? Do you see me? Some of these sidewalks are fun. Imagine having a bike with just excellent suspension where you could just like mob through the over bumps like that and it'd be so soft and cush. Alright, this looks like a mess. So I'm surprised that car didn't honk at me. There was a car turning right and then another car going forward, and I kind of just weaved in between them because I knew I could make it. If I were them, I probably would have honked my horn. That was kind of an arrogant move on my part. Not very nice. Got the wagon. All right. $42 we've been riding. Make sure these people are gonna stop. Are they turning right? You just never know. It's like one way, so we should be all right. We'll get over to the right side in a minute. Turning left into me. No lefties. Slipping and sliding and playing dominoes. And another thing too, if I get the hay bike, it has 4-inch tires, and I have another set of 4-inch tires, backup side tires, brand new. And I've got a tube. I don't have backup 3-inch tires if I got the electric. And I don't have any backup 3-inch tubes. Slipping and a sliding and playing dominoes. I was left and a right, and it's not a crime, you know. We are in Santa Ana, downtown. Are you ready for the country? Because it's time to go. Alright, I got a comment. Let's see what they say. There's a comment from Bob Sacamano, who sounds like he's experienced. He's making a comment on my video from yesterday, my ride home, because I was talking about like there's no bike lanes. So there's bike lanes, and then there's for bikes, and then there's cars, you know, lanes for cars and motorcycles. But e-bikes, it's just like whatever, you know, which is totally fine. But it's just the way I ride. Anyway, it says all the people saying stay in the bike lane. Anything by the 405 in the street is a crapshoot. Everyone is a shitty driver, and it's way safer to stay on the sidewalk until you exit Irvine. Let me give you a like. That's right, brother. Most people that make comments about how you're riding, like, they don't ride, you know. They don't ride every day, so they don't really know. And like I said, each area has unique. Each area is unique, you know, when you're riding. Like riding in Santa Ana is different than riding in Irvine, and is different than riding in Tustin, and is different than riding in Orange. And you get to know like all the details and all this, you know, of each area. And I mean, and you see what happens when you ride in a bike lane in Irvine. If you watch my video where I got smacked. So you got 2 out of 2. I have 2 out of 2 bike accidents that were me doing what I was supposed to be doing. Me following the rules and laws. Both accidents were legal. But it doesn't matter, you know. I'm not like I am complaining that people that drive in cars, you know, the majority of drivers are just really, really bad and dangerous. And they're in a huge car, man. Like it's like they don't. It's a death machine. When I hit that car, like I hit it, like I glanced off of it when I slammed against that car. Like my hip hit the car, and then my handlebars like flipped inward, and I slammed in the street. So, but the feeling of getting bashed like against that car was so like It was gnarly. Like, it's basically like a brick wall coming at you. You know, that's what it felt like. When I hit it, it was so solid and just like, there's no give in it. No give in the car, no give in the freaking concrete or the gravel. Like, it was so, like, such a hard impact. And I just glanced off it. I just glanced off the car. You know, I didn't hit it that. But, like, you know, it stays with you. Where's your leaf blower, homie? Wow, this is a long ride. Camera's gonna die. We're at 52 minutes. I can cut the first part of the ride out, but that doesn't really matter because that's not going to keep, it's not going to keep the camera from dying. So we probably have 8, 7, 7, we probably have 13 minutes left on the camera. So I don't know how far I'm going to make it. Oh, don't hit me, Nyai, don't hit me, Nyai. Are you ready for the country? Because it's time to go. So maybe we'll who else made a comment? Jess, he's always making comments. Man, at 40 minutes and 19 seconds, if you pause it, the house on the right that's next to the light blue house that you can barely see, I remember I wanted to buy that house. This was like 9 years ago, but unfortunately I couldn't afford it and it sold. Man, funny, you rode through this street. Been years since I've been on this street. I'll have to check that out. Let's see what. Yeah, we were gonna buy a house 9 or 10 years ago too, and we couldn't. But if we would have, oh my God, we would have been cashing in, man. When I moved into the houses I live in now, they were worth like, which we thought was an insane amount of money. They were worth like 350, 400,000. Now they're selling for 900,000. 9 years later. So yeah, we just didn't have any money to put down on the house. We could afford the monthly payment, I think, if we could have got, but we just didn't think we could do it, you know, at that time. Now it just seems totally impossible, you know, to get a house out here. But on one income, I mean, come on. So So Orange County is one of the most expensive places you can live. And I've got five people in my family, and just my income. It's crazy. It's just not. It's just not enough. I'd have to be like a doctor or something. I'm just a regular blue collar dude. That's why I gotta get this freaking channel bringing in some income. My pedal's bent too. I didn't know it because I haven't been able to pedal. You didn't have to do that. Thanks, brother. All right, so we're at 1 hour already, my friends. So thank you so much for watching this video. I'm not too sure where the time went. Tomorrow morning I have a doctor's appointment at 8. So that'll be an interesting ride. So we'll have to go to First Street in Santa Ana. Whoa, 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 whoa. Got an interesting crew over here at 7-Eleven. No power. Yeah, Be Real. Be Real getting his cans together. Here's the zigzag guy. So I've talked to this guy before. He's actually pretty cool. Yeah, so thanks for watching my videos. Thanks for watching the channel. I'll try to make better videos one of these days. Maybe the camera will last at least till Sunflower. That's a good stopping point, Sunflower. Because everything gets kind of boring after Sunflower. Dang, this guy's got an interesting jacket on. I wish I could read it. What's it say? McGregor. Interesting. Yeah, get after it. Get after it. Yeah, it's so much better to pedal. Like feeling that transfer of motion, energy and motion. Shoot. Run me over, y'all. Still recording. Can't be much longer. Slipping and sliding. Playing dominoes. Alaska Airlines coming in. Do you see me? Golly. 11%. Might make it all the way to McCarthy. Should have went. Dang, it's got the lean. It's got the lean, homie. Yesterday morning I was right here and I made the choice to jam over here, and a car didn't see this and they were coming right here and they barely swerved around this. Oh, look at this. Oh, yeah. They were right up against those cones. They swerved around that sign. I don't know how they didn't see it. But I would have gotten taken out by that car had I not gone on the sidewalk in a bad way, like the car was going fast. Southwest is coming in too. We had 3 big planes land within a couple of minutes. Sun is just beating down on my face right now. It feels terrible. Let's put on the lentes. Alright, well thanks again for watching my channel. We're gonna die officially now. Man, it feels so good to be able to pedal again.